Okay, this is a beginning guitar lesson on some chord shapes. So we're going to have 4 chords in this lesson. It's going to be the G chord, the C chord, the F chord, and the D chord. Now the point of this lesson, besides just showing you the fingering, you can get tablature for the fingering or chord diagrams. But the way I like to teach it is the fact that those middle 2 fingers move together. So right here, your middle finger and your ring finger, they're on the lowest strings of the guitar for the G chord. You move them down towards your feet, 1 string, put the first finger on the first fret of the 2nd string. There's your C. You do a mini barre on the first 2 frets, first 2 strings at the 1st fret. Bring those middle fingers down to the ground again, closer to the ground, and then all the way down to the 1st and 2nd strings. There's your D chord. So the point of this quick lesson is the middle 2 fingers. They just move together. So when playing guitar, or pretty much any fretted instrument, the least amount of movement between chords is key. That's how you play quickly, efficiently. So if right here is our G chord, okay, or if it was the G7, these 2 fingers hold the root down of the chord. We move them closer to the floor, 1 string, get the C on the 2nd string, the F, you just roll that first finger over to cover 2 strings, and then you bring them down all the way, and you've got the D chord. So the whole point here, as I'm trying to get a close up, is the middle 2 fingers are the key. There's the C, there's your F, there's your D. So they're moving from there to there to there and all the way down here. So this is basic intro to chord shapes. The least amount of movement is what we're after. To memorize these chords again, we're going to do physical muscle motor memory. If you have to walk into the chord in the beginning phases, okay, that's what you have to do. But your hand will memorize that shape so that you can just put all 3 fingers down at once. C chord, same thing. F chord, and D chord. So to get comfortable with these, once you get that shape, you play cleanly by fretting with enough pressure. Then you lightly lift off of the string, so you don't really need a clean sound. Then apply pressure again. You can see my hand flexing there. C chord, same thing. So it's lightly lift up, but they do not leave the string. Push down. So it's pressure, release. Pressure, release. Eventually, your hand will just remember that shape. And the C chord is like little steps. 1, 2, 3. The F chord, this first finger, is there for the C. You just roll it over and flatten it out to get the F and the D. And eventually it will become second nature. But moving these fingers together is very important. And again, this is very beginning stuff, but for you guys who are just learning to play guitar, this will be very helpful. And remember, you're focusing on fretting the proper strings, which means shortening the length of the string to get the pitch you want, but you cannot interfere with the open strings. So that third string is open in the C chord. In the G chord, the fourth, third, and second strings, they are open, not fretted, right here. That's actually a G chord in itself. F chord will be the hardest of these all because you have to cover 2 strings with 1 finger. And that's just a 4-string F chord. There's different ways to play it, but for right now, I would work on that. And then obviously the D, you're just playing with 5th string to the 1st, and then back to the G. So the whole point of this lesson is about the middle fingers. The middle 2 fingers move as if they were one entity. And that's it.